A scruffy, lonely dog with sad eyes wanders the empty streets of a small town. His fur is matted, and he looks tired and hungry. The dog sniffs around garbage bins and alleys, searching for something to eat. He finds a small piece of bread and eagerly eats it. The dog approaches a small shop, hoping for a handout, but is chased away by a grumpy shopkeeper waving a broom. As rain begins to fall, the dog finds shelter under a small bridge. He curls up tightly, shivering from the cold. The dog drifts off to sleep, dreaming of a warm home and a loving family. In his dream, he's playing in a sunny garden with children. Morning arrives, and the dog wakes up under the bridge, still alone. The streets are busy now, but no one pays him any attention. The dog spots a kind-looking woman across the street who's feeding birds. He hesitates, then cautiously approaches her. The woman notices the dog and kneels down, offering him some food from her bag. The dog hesitates before slowly eating from her hand. The woman gets up and starts walking away, and the dog decides to follow her at a distance, his tail wagging slightly with hope. The woman notices the dog following her and turns around, smiling. She kneels and invites him to come with her, extending her hand. The dog hesitates, looking into the woman's eyes, sensing her kindness. After a moment, he slowly approaches. Trusting her, they arrive at the woman's small, cozy house. She opens the door and gestures for the dog to come inside, and he cautiously steps in. Inside, the dog is greeted by warmth and the smell of food. The woman sets down a bowl of fresh water and a plate of food, which the dog eagerly devours. The woman gently bathes the dog, washing away the dirt and grime from his fur. She dries him off and gives him a good brush, making him look like a new dog. The woman places a soft, comfy bed in a corner of the living room. The dog sniffs it and then curls up, finally feeling safe and warm. The dog lies in his new bed, watching the woman as she reads a book nearby. He slowly begins to relax, feeling a sense of belonging. The woman softly speaks to the dog, giving him a new name. The dog wags his tail, responding to the sound of his new name for the first time. The next day, the woman takes the dog for a walk in the park. He walks proudly beside her, feeling a sense of joy and freedom. At the park, the dog meets other dogs and people who greet him with smiles and pets. He plays with the other dogs, his tail wagging non-stop. The story ends with the dog and the woman back at home, sitting together on the porch as the sun sets. The dog rests his head on her lap, content and loved.